Oh, goodness. Goodness. I am shoveling my way around the pond here over to where what is now my temporary but will be my permanent quarantine pond is right there. It's buried under snow, but no fish in there at all. And what's in there is I just wanted to keep cycled water during the summer in case I had any problems. So all that's in there actually is some frogs. So there's tadpoles. That's about it that's in there. But my indoor thermometer is showing the water temperature is at 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which is well below freezing. So I'm sure that's a block of ice in that little 110-gallon stock tank. Wanted to get over to it and see what happened to my deicer I had in there. I'm assuming it failed. Yeah, so I got a long way to go. And lots of snow to shovel. So I'm just doing it in layers and trying to get out there. I do have another backup deicer, which I don't really need to do it for the electricity bill. But this is all just testing what will make it through the winter had this been a pond out here. So like I say, it's only 110 gallons. I am going to be replacing this one with what used to be in this area, which was a 300-gallon stock tank. I'm going to use the 300 over there temporarily until, you know, another year Pat and I build something else. But I'm always wanting to build something else. But that will be the quarantine, and it'll be moved from a 110-gallon to a 300-gallon. This will end up being probably about an 750 to 800-gallon grow-on pond that we will build in here, and it'll be a little mini version of the main pond. But so I'm just going to continue trying to shovel my way across there because I don't have past knee-high boots to walk through all that snow, and it's probably about 3 feet in there, and I'm not trudging through it. So I'll get my workout. Okay, so I rounded the corner. I got up to here. I got up to my buried lawn chair. Almost there. But I can hear my aerator going in there. So electrics did not trip. So it's got to be a problem with the actual deicer I have in there. I'll replace it with one of the better stainless steel ones that I've purchased now. I have a few extras because I'm always nervous about something failing in the middle of winter. So, I can't peek in there yet. I'm dying to see what's under there. So we'll almost there. A few more shovelfuls and I'll get there and see what's going on with that. Back to you in a few bits. Probably about another 20 minutes because my heart's racing right now. I gotta take a rest. And a side note, my 40-gallon I have set up in here, 40-gallon tote. My little goldfish is doing okay. I don't want to scare her, but she is upright and doing good. I'm doing water changes every day. I do like a gallon water change. I take water out of here. I'm taking water from the pond, so I know it's cycled water. Putting it in there, but only a gallon at a time, so I don't cool that water off too much. But she's doing okay. Hopefully, once that pond temperature matches what the temperature is in here, which is, that water is at 44 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so she seems to do well in that. She was not doing well in the pond that was at 29. That was just too cold for her. So we'll just got to get through another month, I think. Once we get to March, I think we'll be a little better. But it is getting a little warmer. We are in for a little warm up. Not as warm as Christine's having at Sweet Acre Koi Farm. My God, she mentioned she might get up into the 60s, but I have less ice in here. So aerators and deicers are working great. And the air temp in there, not that, I don't know if you can hone in on it and see, but it is at 40, I'd say 44 44, 46 degrees. So that is much better than when it was down to freezing at 32. But yeah, so just need spring to get here. We'll be all set. Okay, I made it out here. Made it out to the pond, but I can see what my issue is, and thank God my two let me turn you around here. Also, I can see what the issue is. So I just shoveled that off, and there is ice in here, but that's what happened. My deicer, somehow with the weight of the snow, pulled the cord, so the deicer is not even in the water, but because of the pump I have, which is an electric pump, it's definitely keeping a hole. And as well as that, let me just try to do both here. Make sure this thing doesn't come crashing down on my head. No, that's solid ice. I can't pull it up. I was trying to see if, again, there's no fish in here, so I'm not worried about the noise of whacking ice. But I don't know if those two bubblers are working from the solar, but my actual air pump, I can hear it. It's working great. Okay, so this was the issue here. The weight, it's locked it down into the snow. So it wasn't even sitting in here. Oh, yep, the light is still on. It is working, but poor thing. All that time, it wasn't even in the water doing anything. So I will unplug it, but I will hack away at this and try to get that cord freed so I can, as I said, this was just a test Pat and I were doing to see how things will survive in our winters here, because this did not have, I did have this cover on it, which was our ones we built last year when we had the heron attack. So I'm just glad to see that is water and there's only ice on the top. Kind of thick on the top, but whew, okay. So I don't know what I'll do, if I'll do the 300 gallon or just suck it up and build another wooden pond here. But I definitely want to have, I mean, I have so much land. I want so many more ponds. I would really love to build another main pond. Everything but koi. I want my main pond. I want the main pond to be for koi. I would love to have another bigger pond, 1,000 gallons or whatever, 1,500 gallon pond over here, just for everything else that I have that I do treasure. I mean, half my stuff I got from my niece, who bought me fish because she loves fish like I do. And thank you, Ashley. I just can't get rid of any of my stuff she's given me. She bought years ago with her allowance, and then when she worked at Petco, and so I got all my shabunkins, my goldfish, my comets. So I want those in a separate pond, but that is a future project, Pat. Don't retire anytime soon and move to Tennessee on me. I need you here for a couple more years. That's okay. He'll come up and help me. And I'm going to finish this, and I'm glad to see that was still water. I am also doubly glad I do not have fish in here. It'll be interesting in the spring to see if any of the tadpoles survived. And if they do, we have a brook that runs through the back of our property behind the 5 acres back there. That's a Exeter River tributary. It's called Toll Brook. I will net up all the tadpoles and stick them out there if they survive this winter. It's the end of me today. So hope everybody's keeping warm. I just can't believe this is a day. It's absolutely gorgeous out. It feels like spring because we're not in like single digits, and it's beautiful out. I think it's 32 degrees, which is freezing, but it is. I'm actually ready to take my jacket off. It's so warm. There's no breeze whatsoever, which is so rare. And I'm loving it being outside. Finally. Oh, this winter is just so long. I hate being cooped up inside. So wish you all well. Till the next one. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.